Hey everyone, very excited. Took the day off today to go over to the annual Radisson garage sales. Now Daisy's asking to come with me, but if I take her, then there's not gonna be anyone here to guard the treasures. So we're gonna have to leave Daisy here and we'll check in with her when we're done. Let's go out and see what kind of treasures we can find. All right, so here we go. We are about to make our turn into the Radisson housing development area, which is a massive, massive housing development. Not too far from me. It's really about 5-10 minutes away. So we hit this up every year. This is always my first stop right over here. We're gonna turn right at the corner. You could see we've got houses over here to go to. I mean, there's just a ton. And it just goes back and back and back very far, and also across the street. All right, let's check this one out as our first sale of the day. All right, so these are Pokemon characters. We've got some Pokemon plush here. Always love looking at the plush at garage sales. One thing to check is if there are tags or if they've been ripped off. If they've been ripped off, it could be a problem, especially if it's something more mass produced. So this one, Grookey, I'm gonna pass up on him. But this one here, even though he's smaller, he has the tag on. This is Arceus, and I could probably get like 17 bucks for him, so it shouldn't cost much. So we're gonna pick him up. Hi, how much are the Pokemon plush? $2. Would you do $1 on it?
What?
Would you do $1 on it? All right. $1 here, $1 there. Those dollars add up, especially when you're dealing with lower cost items, and the price of shipping keeps going up and up and up. All right, looks like a bunch of stuff over on this one, so let's go check this out. Okay, so this is definitely very interesting because if you look at the bottom of this, you're gonna see that this came from the old Warner Brothers store, which is not around anymore. It's an exclusive. Now, it is pretty beat up, but it has only a $1 price tag on it. It's pretty heavy, it's sturdily made. There is color loss on this. There are some specs and stuff on it as well. Some of this is paint loss, but some of it can be cleaned off. I tested that by just going by one of these brown specs and just rubbing it a little bit, and some of it comes off. You could see here part of this has been chipped off, whatever this was at some point, I'm not sure. There's no comps available right now, so I think I could probably clean this up a bit. You could see here there's some dust there and stuff, a little bit of dirt. That'll come off. So this, I think it'll clean up pretty good. And if someone wants to do some paint touch-ups on this, I think it's a cool, neat gift for somebody. So I'm gonna go in for just $1 on this. So normally I do the lovely lady joke where we have the mermaids or the lovely ladies talking to me, but seriously, no joke. I was just walking and a lady yelled out to me and she goes, "Hey Muscles, why don't you come over here and help me move some furniture?" So I actually just did that. If you look behind me, you'll see that there's that couch thing that's up on the pickup truck. She had me help her move that over onto it. She even said, "I bet you never heard anyone call you that name before." I swear to God. All right, so for this garage sale, we've got to go all the way down this driveway and hang a left and then see what they've got in store for us. Dun, dun, dun. Great, it was all baby clothes, but you know what? That's part of treasure hunting. That was the case when I went treasure hunting, doing metal detecting. A lot of times you find old bottle caps and pull tabs and stuff. But those times when you find that stuff just makes it more exciting when you find the treasure. All right, let's go over and check out this garage sale right here. All right, so this bag here caught my eye. I like the colors on it, and it looks like it's nicely done. This is by a brand called Lily Bloom, and the line is Lily Zen. You got to test the zipper, but the zipper does work on it. It has a nice pink color inside with another zipper, and you just check it over for any rips or tears. It really looks like it's in great shape. The price on it is only $5, and the cheapest you can find one is $36. It's nice and light, so I'm going to grab this. Now, Vera Bradley, you could always tell the style of the Vera Bradley bags, but whether you should pick it up or not really depends entirely on the print pattern. This is the Blue Rhapsody pattern, so I'm going to pass on this. Doesn't really sell for that much, but I recently just sold one. I'll flash it on the screen for $30 that I picked up at one of my race against the clock videos. So, you know, Vera Bradley still can move in some circles, so just check the styles. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. This is a garage sale with a lot of stuff to look through. Awesome, let's check this out. Oh, well, look at this. An entire box of faux fruit. You know how well I do with the faux fruit. I even did a video on it. I'll try to remember to link on top the video link, but wow, we've got some grapes in here we can add. This is nice. I don't think it's gonna cost too much. Let's see. How much is the faux fruit? The faux fruit? $2? $2? You got it. Well, what do you add to a box of faux fruit? A wall hanging of faux fruit. This is cool, nice and bright and colorful. I really like this. Let's put this in here. So a lot of the rest of the stuff here is modern glass. And so there's like some candles and stuff here, but nothing I'm real interested in. This is all modern plastics and stuff. So we're just gonna stick with the faux fruit. All right, so this just cost $1. So everything there fruit-wise was just $3 total. And when I checked out, the lady told me that this came from her parents when her parents went on a vacation in Bermuda. So she said, this is at least 40 years old. And, you know, I was saying it has a nice vintage feel to it. And Missy, if you're watching, she had asked me one time, what does it mean when you say something has a vintage feel to it? My best answer to that is that it feels better constructed. It feels sturdier as opposed to a lot of the modern cheap stuff that comes from China these days. The other thing is that when something ages like wood, it just tends to develop like a certain smoothness and a certain texture to it that you don't see in newer pieces. And as you handle more items like this, just to experience, you know, you get to just develop that sense when you touch it, that tactile sense of whether it feels old or new. All right, let's go see what they have over at this garage sale. I'll tell you what, I'll pick up these boar's head pencils for 50 cents though. They're pretty cool. Yeah. I used to slice boar's head deli meat back in the day. So, yeah, cool advertising piece. Yeah. So I always look to pick up advertising items like this, including pencils and pens. They often go overlooked, but especially when they're brand new and they're unsharpened, believe it or not, people buy stuff like this. Now, you have two options with this type of thing when you buy them in bulk. There's a total, by the way, of 53. So for 50 cents, I got them for less than a penny a piece. Can't beat that. Right now, you could see someone trying to sell the boar's head pencil with an eraser for $15. So you could try, for example, long-term to sell them one at a time at like $10 or $12 or something like that. And obviously, that would add up to a lot of money, but it's quite a long tail project to do that. Or you could just bulk them all out to somebody for, you know, just some bigger general price. I'm not sure exactly where I price it at right now, but point is, this type of investment is pretty good for your business. All right, looks like a nice few tables of items to look at this one, so let's go check it out. How much are the sealed puzzles?
About $5 each.
$5 each. Mm-hmm. What if I buy all three? Do I get all three for 10? They're so what? Yeah. You do it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, that was a really nice bulk find at the end of the driveway. A nice plus that these puzzle boxes were sealed. That's so important with puzzles, especially when you get into bigger and bigger piece puzzles like these 1,000-piecers, because you want the buyer to be confident that all the pieces are there and there's no doubt when it's sealed. Another plus is that all three of these puzzles come from 1973, so they're nice and vintage. I love the themes on them. I'm going to sell them in bulk to somebody who wants to do these bigger historical puzzles. This is the only one that's currently on the market. The lowest I see is $35 for one seal. The other two aren't even on the market. So I'll list them somewhere between $75 and $100 for all of them. And this way, it also helps out with shipping because everything is just going to go in one box. Oh, by the way, check it out. These came from Sears back in the day. Remember Sears? Gosh, I'm feeling old. So I keep learning more and more things about these puzzles the more I look at them. If you look at the back, I have 3 of the puzzles in this series, which is an added selling point because I could say I have half of the set sealed. That's pretty cool. All right, so we got a couple more to check out over here. Let's see what we can find. So these are really cool. These magazine puzzlers by TV Guide. You just got to check to see if they've been completed or not. It doesn't look like they have. A lot of iconic characters on them, and the price is awesome. 3 for $1. Look at that. We got Archie on there, the Flintstones. This one recently alone just sold for $18. So getting all of these for $3 is awesome. We got Batman and Robin, a lot of nostalgia in there. Elf. This is kind of stuff that sells. Nostalgia, puzzles, together, TV Guide, great brand. This is an awesome deal for $3. All right, there's a bunch of stuff laid out on this driveway. Let's go check it out. Excuse me, I have a question on this. Sure. Was this something that was just used for, like, I mean, like for like a hot seasoning or something?
Yeah, it's like a rib rub.
Right. So there's not supposed to be like a matching one with salt or something, right?
No,
it's just
so Boom Boom Barbecue was like the dino before dino.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a local restaurant?
Yeah.
Really?
Boom Boom
She works for Dinosaur.
Wait, but it wasn't there before Dinosaur Barbecue.
It probably wasn't there in the 80s, but maybe in the 90s.
Okay. Oh wow, so it's actually a restaurant name.
Yeah.
Huh. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Boom Boom Barbecue.
Yep.
Huh.
We had them cater an event, and that's what they gave you when they left.
Wow. Okay.
And now I work for Dinosaur, so I feel like it's like competing.
I love Dinosaur. I always talk about it.
Rachel does
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they both do.
Oh, really?
One's a graphic designer, and she's the event setup person.
Oh wow. What do you know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I like this. This is really cool.
I thought so too.
Yeah. So neat.
It's always been in our spice cabinet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I dump the spices out? But just
Yeah. I'll just clean it out. But yeah, that's really cool. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. This thing is so cool. I have no idea what I'm going to price it at right now, but a secret weapon barbecue rub dispenser shaped like a rocket or torpedo or whatever. I mean, this thing is amazing. And it does have a really vintage feel to it, Missy, or whoever else is watching this. Yeah, I just got to clean out and stuff, but it's really cool. I have to research this barbecue restaurant now. So if Crispy or Nanette or anyone from Syracuse is watching or or who passed by the area is watching, please let me know in the comment section because I would really love to learn a little bit more about this place. Now, this really just goes to show why it's important to strike up conversations with people because you start to learn more about the item and you could actually use that to help you sell. Plus, I just find it interesting anyway, just to learn the stories behind the items like the fruit sign that came from Bermuda. I mean, that's just interesting. So, it reminds me, it's not always just about trying to find that big, huge score that's worth hundreds of dollars. Of course, that stuff is fun and exciting and definitely a motivator. But stuff like this, learning the history about these kind of vintage items is a lot of fun to me. And also, like I said in the prior video with the estate sale, connecting people to an item that could give them comfort, such as the Padre Pio religious blanket. That one sold to a viewer of the channel, so thank you so much. And that is going to her 96-year-old mother. So again, that means the world to me. It's an awesome, awesome thing. All right, here's another house to check out. Let's see what they got. All right, very cool cultural item here. I didn't have the volume on there because they had the radio playing, but whenever you can find cultural figurines like this, I do suggest picking them up. It's obviously a big advantage if it states the name of the country on it, and especially if it's a country that you just don't come across too often, like Albania. Now, the closest comparable I could find on eBay to something like this is $28 plus $18 shipping, and that's coming from Albania. So it's always a big advantage when you could offer something to someone who's buying in the United States from the United States, because they have less concern about it breaking. So that's another advantage. So for a 25-cent buy-in, couldn't miss with this one, and it's in excellent shape, no chips, cracks, or anything like that. All right, so this is why Mrs. Primetime wanted me to come here, because there's this big table of jewelry that she saw in the ad. I just got off the phone with her, and she really doesn't want me to focus on the necklaces right now. As you know, she likes animal jewelry and pinback. So there's a lot of cool things here that I'm gonna pick up for her. You could see a lot of animal ones right here. There's this really nice vintage bunny one. There's this one with the panda on it. There's a state one from Maine. There's Smurf and Simpsons pinbacks. There's the skeletal one right here, which that might be an exception. I might pick that one up for her. She really liked this one with the daisy and the peppers. And then there's this one here that has, looks like seahorse dangles on them. Is that what they are? Yeah. So I actually know the person who's running the sale. She knows me from the YouTube channel. Actually, I walked in and she said, "Hi, Mr. Primetime." So yeah, this one here with the slot machine is cool. Miss Primetime saw that. So little elephant ones, there's a snail. I mean, there's so many things actually. So a lot of butterfly ones. So I'm just gonna grab a bunch of things here and just make a bulk deal. I think we'll pick up the hats, the reindeer. I mean, she's gonna just like all this stuff. So Santa one, Disney, oh my gosh, New York Giants. She's gonna like all this. So, all right. All right, I loaded up. I got this awesome bag of jewelry, mostly pins and brooches in here. And there's 21 items, and then picked up this, which is the Simpsons pins, and the Smurf pin is in there, and then this one here, which has all the seahorses. I left that one, that was a skeletal one, because I wasn't sure if it was ivory. I didn't want to get in trouble on eBay, because you're not supposed to sell that stuff. So the price of this stuff would have normally come up to $27, but she gave me everything for 20 bucks. So great deal. If you want to see more stuff by her, you could find her on eBay. She sells there. Her name is the Quirky Squirrel. I'll put a link to it in the description section. Thank you so much, Quirky Squirrel. Hey Daisy, we're back. We're back. How are you? We got to see what Mrs. Primetime found today, right? Or as you know her as, Mommy. 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 All right, let's go see what Mommy found. All right, so this is everything that Mrs. Primetime got today. She wound up getting more stuff than me. It's amazing. She really does an incredible job. Let's take a look at what she's got here first. So we've got this bundle of vintage wrapping paper for $2. Everything here for $2. If Noelle Farm Girl Scavenger is watching this, she is gonna love it, because there's some cool stuff in here. So we're gonna start off with the baby in pink and then the baby in blue. So we've got girls and boys covered. We've got some babies here as well with little teddy bears and stuff. And then we've got one here that we have to open up. So let's take a peek inside and see what we've got. We wanna try not to rip it. I think it's from Let's see. Oh, we open it from right here. There we go. Oh, look at this. We have got vintage Cabbage Patch wrapping paper. That is sweet. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so, so cool. Several panels. That is really neat. And you'd be surprised if you look it up. You'll see how well this stuff sells for. This one has different license plates with different words on them. So that's pretty cool. A lot of this stuff you could tell is 1980s type of design. So, oh, we've got some Care Bears here as well. So definitely continuing with the 80s theme. So these are ones that are outside of any type of plastic seal, but then we also have ones here that are sealed. So this one for one of the good guys, then for someone who loves older kind of classic cars. You've got one for people who like golf. So you've got, this definitely screams 80s to me. You've got the little animal with the, looks like a bunny, I guess, with the strawberry. So angels, we always talk about getting angel stuff, and you can just see the design and pattern on this. Again, screams 1980s. Okay, we've got this one here, more of a country rustic theme with the rooster. Then this one here, nice colors with the classic cars again. So you could even lot this one with the other car one if you want. We got Disney here. There's some vintage Disney with Mickey and Minnie, so that's cool. Here's a license plate one again. This one's a floral one, another floral one. We've got this one here with the rainbows, and then some individual like miscellaneous pieces here. That one has Santa Claus on it. Let's see if that's the same. Yeah, we got some Santa. And then, oh, this is another Christmas themed one as well. This is like a longer, looks like a bigger piece, bigger panels. There's a lot in there. And then this one is sealed. It's 12 extra sheets of gift wrap. It is open on top. You could combine these things together if you want to. Let's move now over here. So when I saw this, I started laughing because my mom had this pattern on a lot of our like cookware and stuff when I was a kid. So I immediately recognized this. Miss Primetime got this for $1. I think she's going to keep this for herself, but you could see there it says Chopin's Sanko ware. So you just got to look up the individual pieces. I mean, this one would sell for around like 20 bucks or so, but I think she's just going to keep this for herself. Smurf mugs. My daughter, Little Miss Primetime, went out to help Mrs. Primetime today, and she spotted these because actually one of my earliest birthday presents as a kid was a Smurf cup, and so she always knows the story of the Smurf cup that I have, and so she's always looking for these. So this is a nice pickup on the Smurf cups. Then she got the Mrs. Primetime picked up this awesome latch hooking design of the mushrooms. I think she actually got this for $1, even though it says $2 there. She got it for even lower than that. And you can see here, it's really nice. It's not like stained up or anything on the back. So this is probably 70s or 80s. This here, believe it or not, she got it for just 10 cents. This is the rose from Beauty and the Beast. And you can see here, there's a button on the bottom that you could press, and look at this. It lights up. I mean, for only 10 cents to get this, and this will look way better in the dark. I mean, look how cool that is. That thing is amazing. What a find, Mrs. Primetime. She is incredible. All right, let's go over here. She found some brooches on her own, and this is a lot. She wound up getting this from the husband of somebody whose wife was an art teacher, and it turns out some of these pieces are actually custom made. Not these up top, but most of these over here are actually custom, and you could see a lot of these have like a copper base to it, like this right here. And again, these are all unique individual pieces. The person originally wanted $30 for everything, and Miss Primetime got it down to $25. Now, as usual, if someone sees something that they want, you could reach out to us in the comment section or send me an email to primetimetreasure@gmail.com, and we could arrange for you to get it. And it could also show up in our eBay store. The link to that's in our description section as well. So this looks like a wind chime for a cardinal that she got for 50 cents. This is home decor that my daughter and Miss Primetime picked up. This is not for resale. They're just keeping this. Miss Primetime got this for $1 as well. It's not vintage or anything, but she just got this for her for storage purposes. This was obtained at the same place that they got the rose. Also Beauty and the Beast themed kind of item with like the candlestick. This is just for them for home decor. So, and if you can see the back, it says "Be Our Guest," and it does flip around and stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's neat. This here, I was excited when I saw this because from watching my videos, I pick up these recipe holders all the time. They're great, especially if they have dividers inside, like you can see here. She got this for only $1. Now, it doesn't have any original recipes in there. If you find ones that have the recipes, definitely pick them up as well. Noelle will tell you that for sure. I've shown that on my channel, and it sells for really well. This is something my daughter just got for college, roomies. So that's for her. That's not for resale. Then this here, be on the lookout for these. They're pretty cool. This is like a melted plastic design. That's actually what it's called. It's like a popcorn melted plastic design. You could see as I bring it up closer. So this is a nice vintage piece, only $1. It'll go for around $20 to $25. We do sell ties. Not as many people wear ties these days. We still, sell our fair share of ties, and Mrs. Primetime in particular looks for ones that have more of a unique design to it. So that's why this one stood out to her. Over here, this was something my daughter picked up for herself. There's some pins over here, like Be Kind and the butterfly ones. You can see the prices here, 25 cents a piece. Then they wound up getting some more brooches over here. This one I'd say is my favorite one. These rings were 4 for $1. So those are pretty cool and chunky. This was $1 as well, which went with that one. And this one separately was $1. The starfish over here, this is just for home decor. This is also for home decor as well, 50 cents. These are pretty neat. I like this fish one over here. And then there's some other jewelry pieces inside the box. I think these were like $1 a piece or maybe less than that. And then there's another piece over here. And then the last thing, which is really neat, is this set of miniature like dollhouse pieces. And she got all of this. This all came in a bag for $3. So you could see there's like the little crib there, and there's the couches and the chairs, and there's like a little bed here with all sorts of designs, even like a teapot and stuff and plates. So that's amazing, and even a little baby inside. Everything for just $3. So again, overall, she did amazing. Let us know in the comments what your favorite Mrs. Primetime item was. Hey Daisy, I figured I'd give you a different view today. Say goodbye to all your fans. This is Daisy guarding the front of Primetime Treasure Shed quarters. Usually see her on the couch, but wanted to show you doing her guard duty from another perspective. So she also is looking for her boyfriend. I won't say his name right now, she'll go crazy, but still give her a shout out in the comment section, and I will give her a very special hello. So, all right, everyone. We'll see you at the next one. All right, Daisy, we'll see you at the next one. Take care.